So a little insider info here. Vilsack said that he got the 5 place grid penalty because he rear-ended Sven.
But yeah, saying that it probably was my fault, but he was going like -10.
Yeah, Sven was going a little slower in the pit lane.
Unlucky. Stewart will have a
So
look.
right at the end, he gets that penalty. Not even on the track, he gets it in the pit.
Right, yeah, right away, 5 places. Behind. They said dry race. Looks a little cloudy maybe, but
A
be
little
fine.
damp.
Yeah.
Are the softs gonna make it a little bit longer with a cooler track?
Maybe 5 laps? 6?
5 laps.
Yeah, not much longer, not much longer.
So no difference.
In Division 1 today I did 14 laps on hards and then I did 15 on hards and 13 on mediums. But the hard was, I dropped off from the top 2 guys in the started kinda long cap and
They give you that little bit of edge for that one extra. I think it's that one extra lap that the hards give you, and then after that they drop off just so much. They just drop off and you lose time.
waiting till Dr. Robot is ready to ready up. And let's hope for a clean start. Interesting to see the tire choices, also the few guys on the back. We're gonna choose. And a robot saying that Communist government, don't forget our gentleman agreement. Wondering what kind of agreement they have there, but I think we will about to find out. They've having good fights on the D3. They had a kind of long fight, I think, on
That could be a
Thursday.
DRS agreement. We could have some guys teaming up for a tow around the track here. That's the only that's the only
Yeah.
agreement I can
Yeah.
see between some guys
Or
here because Kermit and Fifi actually did pull the toe off during
yeah,
qualifying.
yeah, or not too harsh overtakes, but you need to be consistent to be able to keep up the DRS train here. But let's see, now they start on formation lap and
Still hazy on the weather here,
yeah,
not
it is.
so bright.
Not the brightest now.
The GNL guys, P2 and P3, not on the same team, but they do race in another league. I mean, that's going to be a competition in itself.
So Sven from P13 starting on mediums, Norris P12 starting on mediums, Robot P11 starting on mediums, Fifi mediums, Bob hard, Wilsek medium, Kermit medium, Marco soft, Super Bounty medium, Fury medium, Jens medium, and Shader and Tom with the soft tire. We will be expecting Tom and Shader to pit after lap 4 or 5, maybe 6.
Yeah,
But
same with Marco in P6.
yeah,
He's going to make some spots up, but he's not. I don't think those soft guys are going to make it.
no,
Maybe a lack of practice this past week or a lack of information. I'm not sure. To come out here on softs and just think it's going to be another one of those tracks where you can put the softs on and go out there and post a lap and be okay. It's not going to happen here in China. If it does, then worst for the worry. I mean, I just don't see it happening.
no, let's see how the race pace is overall. If Tom get a little bit cap, like 5-10 seconds cap, and others battle a little, it could be a good result for him, but we are about to find out.
Yeah, he's got a lot of good race cars behind him. Shador, Jens, Simon, Super Bounty, Marco. All those guys are pretty aggressive when it comes to racing, so he's going to have to get out and get away.
That is true.
And then below him in P7, Kermit with Vilsek in P8 and Bob in P9. That middle of the pack, I think we're going to see a lot of action out of it as well.
Yeah.
And don't be surprised if you see Robot come up.
I can't see lights moving just now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, and the race has started. It seems clean start. Haas got a little bit better start than Ferrari here, and already a few position changes all over the track.
A lot of stuff going on. Robot going down to 11. Sven comes up and Bob goes down to 13.
Shador was able to take it outside on the turn 3, I think, and that was a nice.
I'm going to go to the position change here. It looks like Bob lost 4 places on the start.
Yeah, really unlucky start for him. Let's see, Marco is. They are close to each other. He's trying to get outside line here, but not room. And he spins.
It's not gonna happen. Oh no! On the softs
and there is 3
well.
cars. There is
Simon and Tom. Tom was collected in that.
That's unlucky. That's really unlucky.
2 of the 3 soft tire guys have spun. This is not good for those guys. And we're not going to get a yellow flag because they're at the end and there was not really a reason to pull the yellow.
Little lockup by
That's going to leave Shador.
P5, and Norris was kind of trying to push through and there was no room, and Kutan didn't take Fifi out there.
His teammate Kermit!
No, that was...
Was that Robot or Norris? Norris, it was Norris.
Yeah, Norris and Kermit. For a moment I thought it was Fifi, but...
No, it was... Kermit was right on his tail, and I think they both come around.
Oh, what a shame. And now goes Fifi. What's happening?
Oh my gosh. He's got to be careful on the re-entry here. Ooh! And he's going to lose spots here.
Really unlucky for a few drivers now. There is a lot of... Now, and all of the sudden Pop is in P6.
From 13 to 6. What?
A really good job from him.
And Sven's in P7 right now.
Oh, that's also really good. Hope we can keep his pace and continue the good work. We're gonna jump in the Super Bounty. He's on 6/10 behind Jens here. At the moment, nobody is not on the striking distance. Oh, there was a contact by Bounty.
He lost an end plate.
Yeah.
Bounty has lost an end plate.
That was unlucky from him. It was his fault though.
I think it was. Shador broke a little early, but
yeah,
Jens was able to slow down enough. And Super Bounty still puts in the fastest lap.
We have a Norris battling here with Simon now. Only 3/10 behind him when entering the first corner. Marco also 3/10 behind Kermit, but we're gonna stay on board with Norris and see what he can do.
Fifi's in the pits.
Alright, so Fifi, a little lockup from Norris. damage here on either. Oh yeah, Fury is missing the left end plate, so he's most likely gonna be a little slow. Robot on P5.
Yeah, he's gonna be dropping off.
He gained the most places in this race for now.
You've got to think he came into the race today just trying to get some points. But
Yeah.
if he stays consistent, I think he can make it up there to podium.
What happened in the lead? And up here, Marco, little spin. Oh, and
The
there was
top
a
three are going at it.
Yeah, we cannot jump in the shade or.
That's who I've got. If Bounty with that end plate, he's got to last until the pit stops here because he's on the mediums.
A little wide here. Oh, Shador
Oh
loses.
no, Shador's out.
Let's see how he's coming back safe on track. That
He rejoined. It's not good for those soft tires. I know that.
Yeah. So Norris is now behind Simon, and where do we have the smallest gap at the moment? Marco behind Sven.
Yep. Sven goes wide.
Tom and Fifi only one who stopped.
A little aggressive coming back.
Credence here, but I don't think they. There is no Marco don't have a damage yet, and not sure if Sven was missing something.
It looks like he's got his full wing. I think
Sven
Sven's
is
just
okay,
having
but
a
now
hard
there was a
time here.
contact.
Oh wow! He goes
really
wide again,
wide and spins,
and he's out.
And
he's in the wall. He's gonna break
Yeah.
his. Yeah, he broke his wing.
And Shador also out. Let's see how the rejoin track goes. It was clean. That's always respectful. Norris is going
Kermit's
on
coming
Simon
up
now.
here.
Norris taking inside on the second last corner and should be easy. He locks up.
Oh, he
and goes
locked up.
super
Here
wide.
comes the switchback,
Yeah.
and Simon's gonna get
Simon
it back.
got it back. But Simon having damaged and he's still
Yeah,
running.
I see
there.
that. He still has that end plate broken. And we're coming up on lap 5. We gotta
the
see these
Shador
soft
pitted.
guys coming in. Okay,
So at the moment,
Marco
this-
stays out. Marco's got 4 laps on his softs. Dr. Robot up to P4.
That's an amazing job from him.
And Bob in P5.
Yeah,
from
Bob's been doing well.
being in last place at the beginning of the race at P5.
So let's see. Is Tom gonna? Sven there. We cannot jump on board on Norris since there is not much more happening at the moment. There was a lockup happening from Norris and almost ended up in Simon's gearbox, but luckily not.
Yeah, I think these two are going to keep going at it for the rest of the race.
Yeah, they're gonna be really close to each other. They have a pretty similar pace. Tom also 9 tenths behind Shador. Lock up from
I'm going to
Norris.
stay on Simon and Norris here.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable how he can keep that car going the way it is with the end plate missing.
Yeah, that's really awesome job. I'm never comfortable if I'm missing a single thing from the car.
No, here comes Tom back down the back stretch on Shador. He's not going to make the move. Shador locks up, and so does Tom.
Yeah.
He's going to have to restart that build back.
He should now start closing up little by little and then try to make the move on the last straight.
Yeah, he should have waited right there and just done it down the front stretch. There was no
Yeah.
reason to try to peek in right there. And he didn't peek in, but I think he got a little too close and he just locked the brakes the same as Shador did.
Yeah, I'm jumping on Norris now, and because Tom dropped on the second out of the DRS range now, so let's see if Norris can do something on the back straight now. AJ saying great commentary, guys. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
Here they come down the back straight.
Yeah.
He's a little
He
far.
he had a kind of similar exit, and I think actually Simon is pulling away. Not anymore when the
He
DRS
is.
kicked in.
He
But
tried to jump him on the ERS and gain a little bit more. Norris doesn't have the ERS to really push the issue here. He's got to drop it down and he's got to gain a little bit because he has the DRS, so he can drop off of the ERS and save a little bit here. I mean, there's no reason to just keep wasting it. He's going to start derating.
Norris having only 20% of ERS anymore. While
Yeah, and
Simon
it's
is
going to start
almost
showing.
50. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to start showing here on this lap because now he's got to build it up again.
And now we run 7 laps and no one on the soft tire because of the early spins and stuff. And anyway,
Yeah, I'm going to let you
far
commentate
already.
for a second and I'll be right back.
Don't leave me. Go. We're gonna try to keep it up. Norris again locking up here behind Simon. I think this is gonna be really bad for his tires. Should be running around the 12 laps on these mediums, but locking up this much, I don't know if that is gonna be so good to drive anymore after 10 laps. We were trying to break the toe here. And do we have any other close battles at the moment? No. For that we need to wait around 5 more laps max. Then a lot is gonna happen. Well, the medium guys beating around 10, 12 and Hards going around 15. No, at the moment, even though they are fighting, I can put it really there. Robot is trailing at the moment 10 seconds on Wheelsec front of him. There is a kind of big gaps. We'll be going outside top 10, top 3, but everything is possible here. So at the moment, biggest drop from start was for Tom, dropping down 9 places. There was Marco 5 places, Shador 7 places. Biggest winner from the start, Dr. Robot with 7 position gain. That's really good job. Also Bob behind him, 4 places gained, and I think Bob is actually on hard tire. Yeah, he's doing really well at the moment. Also Tom closing up now on Shader. Not close enough though, so we're gonna go here. Boys are really close to each other. Simon going a little wide, but not too much. Norris had a look on the inside, but that's kinda scary place to overtake for my taste. And Super Pound beating on lap 9. Going on hard. Now we got an action. See if Superpound ended up on P8 after pitting on hards. He's still 16 seconds ahead of Shador. So he has a comfortable gap there now. If he can put a few fast laps, he could undercut someone there. Superponti getting much better exit here, but he shouldn't go for it here. It's just fake. Now I'm not sure if he's not getting DRS. Kermit is getting DRS. If Kermit not able to handle the pressure there and spins. He's new on the wheel at the moment, so we can give him a little back there. I think he's running on a wheel, so respect. He got it only a few days ago, and it's always a hard thing to move from controller to wheel if you don't have any experience. Simon also pitting on lap 10 now, and now we are starting to see action. Superpound taking easy Simon here. We're gonna Popsy Uncle closing up on Robot now. Only 9/10 between them. And Robot dropped a few seconds for Vilsek in a few laps, but he's currently running good. Really hard to be. I mean, people haven't been able to take the overtake in this race without someone spinning, good defending, and seems like always the guy on front getting better exit, maybe clean air. So we could be seeing pit stop now from, well, not from him because he's there already, but there was a yellow flag on last sector. Wonder what happened there. Chin's been in his own race today. Which position he started the race? On P3, so Vilsek 6 places, Robot 8 places, Bob 5 places, Norris 7 places gained. That's amazing. We still have 6 guys who haven't pitted yet. There was a Marco overtook Tom. I think Tom was pitting. No. Sure. We could see a pit stop now from 1 or 2 of the top runners. There's no fights going on currently. Bob stayed close to 1 second on Robot, kinda like last 4 laps now, so consistent driving from both of them. How about you back here? I think I heard a ghost. He didn't pit yet. No one did yet. They're having a better tire management than I do. Here is Shador, 4/10 on Kermit, but it's not enough, and he'll lock the tires. So did Kermit, but not that much. They should also having a tire difference here. Yeah, now Shador took over to Kermit pitted, and also Norris pitted. Bob's your uncle still running on 11 lap, or he's going around 4 laps more. Robot is always, what I've seen him racing, he always liked to pit a little bit later. Dropping few seconds per few laps. And now we're having Jens pitting. Let's see if Wilsek is trying to overcut him, or is he's following also Robot. Let's see what kind of ball he's making here. I think he should bid also now, but he's not. He's going for one more, at least one more. That could help him to stay out of traffic maybe, but he needs to keep it up now for one more lap. Vilsek coming out of the pit really close to someone. What did I see there? Not quite sure. So now almost everyone has pitted, yeah, except Robot and Pop. Tom and Fifi already had 2 stops. Going a little bit more stops today. Then one there.
And I'm back.
Alright, I didn't know you were gone.
You just kept trucking.
There is
everybody's on the hards, huh?
There is a yellow flag. Is that a safety car? No. Wonder what happened there, but Robot didn't beat yet, and I think he's coming in this lap now.
Oh, he actually did 12. So is he's the only driver that did his full stint on the tires that he started on.
Seems like that's a good job. Actually,
that's an amazing job to be able to be the only driver that did the whole stint on his tires.
Now he must be coming to the pit. Yeah.
What's that gonna do for you?
He did a fake
with
on
everybody
Bob's
on the
uncle, I
hards?
think.
He did.
But,
I think he did.
But Bob's uncle is on hards, but those tires are not good anymore. So.
No, they're not. But Bob's done well to be in P2 and be on the hards.
I think Norris and Super Bounty is gonna take Robot, but Robot's car is moving now on the pit.
Super Bounty gets him. Norris is gonna cross. Bounty's coming out. Here they come.
He went
I think Robot came out right in time.
Yeah, right in time. Now he needs to handle the cold hards. Let's hope he can do that as
he's going to have fresher hards as well. He's got 2 lap newer tires than Norris, and he's got 5 lap newer tires than Super Bounty.
Yeah, and Shader going outside here and locking tires, trying to switch back, but I'm not sure if it's gonna... Robot should be taking outside as fast as possible to avoid this.
Is he gonna have enough to get Bob?
Robot's still outside here on...
Oh, and he peaks!
Oh, nice one, nice move from Robot, really nice.
That was an amazing move!
He put the pressure on Shader, and now the both teammates are coming past Shader. Fury also flew past him. Or is it the right word to use? Flew, fly.
Flew, fly.
Flew. Every day
I think from Finland you can use any word you want.
Yeah, a lot of different ones. There is a Shader taking Simon.
He's coming back down. Is he going to have enough for Robot as well? No, he locks it. He locks up. Fury's got to do the switchback here. No, he didn't have the room to do it.
This is turning pretty interesting between these
They're all 3 together here. You've got to think Shador's got to be pushing the car. Robot takes the inside the block. Oh!
Robot went wide.
He held it though. Simon's gonna go by as well.
That was unlucky. Now he just keep calm and try to
Yeah, he's got to save the tires
keep it
here.
together.
Did the
Yeah,
back marker get in the way there? Was that Sven?
I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, I believe it was Sven. So Sven would have been in front of these guys at the time. Oh, Shador locked again, and Simon goes by.
The Shader been locking a lot in this race, and
Yeah,
seems
he's
like
gonna have to figure out how to stop locking up these tires. If he can do that, then he's gonna have a good run. He's got to stop locking up because Robot's
virtual
too good for
safety
him
car.
to keep locking
Communist
up here.
Kermit out of the race. That's on the pit entry.
That's not good.
No, that's on the pit entry, and actually someone is trying to pit there also. Yeah, it's in the pit entry.
Is that Bob? Yeah, that's Bob. Bob's finally coming in. He ran 15 laps on his hards.
That's an amazing job from him also, and this virtual safety is giving him a little cheaper pit stop now.
Not a bad time to pit. Not a bad time to pit.
Little cheaper.
He's gonna come back out. He's gonna lose a little bit here, but I think he's gonna stay top 10. Virtual safety car is off. He comes back out on the mediums. He's gonna have some pace here. Oh, he goes off!
No!
Bob goes off!
And kind of aggressive.
And they touch! He touches with Shador!
Yeah, kind of aggressive entry back on track, but that was ballsy move, nothing too bad.
He needs to let him, he needs to let him go here and warm the tires up a little bit. Shador's not going to be an issue here. He can pass him.
Yeah, he needs to just calm down a little and...
Yeah, just take your time, Bob. You're going to get the spot. You're on the medium.
Sven is out. I think it's... Sven was out. He was out of the track. Did some error there. Let's see how Bob will handle now on mediums against hards. He went
he goes
wide,
way wide.
Lost it.
He's got to calm down right here. He has to know he has the mediums, and he's got to know these guys are on the hards.
Oh, rowboat. Spun.
Oh, bad luck.
Really unfortunate. He's been doing so well today.
That's unlucky. He's going to have to cool these tires down here. He can't go right back to pace or he's going to keep sliding around.
That's very true. Pop still really close to Shader here.
Yeah, he needs to take his time on this move and time it just right. He can't force the issue here. And this is when I would do it. He's going to have to fake him, and he's going to have to pick a line.
Pop's your uncle fastest last sector with a medium tire, while others, almost everyone running harder tires. Yeah.
That's amazing progression. If he can take advantage of these tires and get past Shador, he can pick up some places here.
Yeah, I think P5, what happened
Oh, virtual safety car. Virtual safety car.
He was slowing.
Somewhere around sector 1, turn 1. Something in turn 1.
Alright.
Did Fury go off?
It's Sven. Sven is outside of the track. No damage there on these guys.
I want to say Robot spun again.
That could be possible also.
His gap has opened up to 11 seconds. I believe Robot has spun again. That's the car I saw in turn 2 that was really, really slow, barely moving, and the safety car is coming off.
Virtual one, yeah.
Bob's giving Shador some space here. And they're going down the back stretch. He's going to have to take it out. Yeah, he's going.
Shador can't take outside anymore.
He can't lock up here. And he does. And Bob goes a little wide. That's fair. That's fair racing.
Yeah, there was a lockup by Shador again. Shador running 12 lap old hard, 13 lap old hards, and
Yeah, you would think Bob would just fly by him on these new medium tires, but
Yeah,
he's
this is
having
not
a
working
really
out
hard
for
time.
him. And there's been a lot of yellow flags now, so...
Oh, Fifi's out.
Oh, unlucky. So Norris 4 tenths behind Simon here. That's the closest battle we have at the moment. I think in Bob, your uncle, should get past Shader as fast as possible, but Shader is
Yeah,
speeding
he's
in
got to
next
get
two
past
laps.
him.
Oh, Shader goes wide, and there was
Oh, he
almost
locks
contact.
again.
Was it Norris or Shader who spun?
I believe it was No, it was Shador. It was Shador.
Yeah. No, but how Bob's your uncle is still behind him? No, it wasn't. I'm not sure. Oh, and now it
he
happened,
did.
Bob.
Shador did spin. His tires have gotten the best at pushing those hards at lap 13. And Bob's going to get the easy pass here and the DRS to try to catch up with Simon as Simon locks up. He's got to take advantage of this if he wants to get in the top 5.
Yeah, he still has some time here, even before, but gap between Super Bounty and Norris is 10 seconds, so...
Yeah, he's going to have to build up some confidence here, and he's going to have to go for it if he wants the top 5.
Do we have any penalties? Could you maybe have a look?
Yeah.
And Sven is beating 1 minute 21 seconds behind Tom.
So Shador does have a 3-second penalty for corner cutting. Fifi is out of the race on a DNF. Tom has also got a 3-second penalty, multiple warnings. And that's all we've got right now.
Fifi saying great race. Give us a few thoughts, Fifi, what went wrong and how do you feel?
If Robot can keep up, he's going to take this position from Shador.
Yeah.
With 8 laps to go.
Also, Simon is starting to be really... Norris locking up all the time. That must be...
It's got to be his setup. His setup has to be a little wrong for this to keep happening. And if they keep battling, this is exactly what Bob wants. Bob wants these guys to go at it so he can catch up and try to make a move. He's got to do something with these medium tires. I mean, it was so lucky for him to pit when he did and come out with the medium tires and be in the position he was. He's got to take advantage of this.
That is true. They're having Simon and Norris having a 5 tenths gap between each other. They are really close to each other. We might see an overtake try after a few corners.
Jens has just taken off from the pack. He's got a 15-second lead on second place. Vilsek as well is up there.
Maybe Jens will look for the promotion to Division 1 in a close future, you never know.
I'd like to see him in Division 1,
yeah. Me too. There is
so
few
Simon
others also
and Norris. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of these guys are going to come into D1 ready to go after this season. If they don't make the mid-season switch, then I believe at the end of the season they're going to be ready to go, and we're going to see a full grid on D1.
Would be nice to just see the improvement on people getting faster and more comfortable and more consistent, more confidence.
Oh, they
there was a
touched. Simon
contact
and
between
Norris
Norris and
touched.
Simon.
Yeah, a little contact here. Simon tried to go around.
And Simon
Oh,
lost
wow.
it for a while. Is there any
He's
damage
still
at the
here.
moment?
Norris
No.
touches him back just to give it back to him.
This is helping Pop a lot now.
It is, and Norris is not happy right
No.
now. Hopefully, we don't see any retaliation.
Shader beat it on the soft tires, and he's gonna run the last 7 laps on softs.
He's probably going to try to put in the fastest lap here and try to get that point. He's in the top 10.
And Fifi's saying on the chat that this track is poop, to be honest. Alright.
I was hoping Fifi would come a little bit higher up than where he did today.
Yeah, I knew that he didn't practice this track so much this week. But with a little bit more practice, he could have been up there.
Yeah, it's gonna come. It's gonna come, and he's gonna get it. Bob's got to gain some time here. I don't think Norris caught DRS from Simon, and he is very, very low on the ERS mode. Let's see where Bob's at. Bob's got almost 50% on the ERS. He's got to use a little bit to catch up here. I don't think Norris is going to catch Simon.
No, he wasn't confident.
He did get it. He did. He caught DRS.
Oh yeah, but he wasn't confident on the last corner. I saw him taking it really easy, not throwing it in like you can. Oh, and he is slidey, but nice save there, and he took the house back on his control. That was straight from Tokyo Drift, I would say.
He's got 2 lap newer tires than Simon.
Not for long if he continues.
No, you've got to think we can't see that on the telemetry what their tire wear is, but you've got to think he's put a lot of wear on those tires.
If he haven't played this in like 4 months, yeah, he's meaning China track. Yeah, I understand.
So a lot of excuses coming out of the Red Bull camp.
Well, they are known for their excuses. No, just kidding. I know, Fifi, what you mean, and if you don't have the feeling on one track, you maybe leave the training for a little bit less and just wait a new week. But
everyone's got that one track that they just can't stand.
And then there is tracks that we all love. We have our own tracks. Brazil, Fifi was once really fast. He was like 10th behind me in the qualifying. That dropped my jaw, and he was kind of putting me on pressure first few laps also in that specific race. That was nice to see. So I know he has the pace somewhere there.
To be a 10th. Yeah, that's good pace.
Not saying that I'm super fast, but I've been driving much longer and I have a little bit more maybe confidence at the moment.
A little more experience, I think.
Confidence boost would be good for me also, and for you, and
I don't
most likely for everyone.
Bob's giving up.
Yeah, he's dropping 4. He's now 4.3 seconds behind, and
yeah, he's not gaining any here. I mean, it's almost as if he's satisfied with where he's at, and he just wants to secure the P6 finish here.
Shader 135 flat, fastest lap on those 2 laps on soft.
Did he pull the fastest lap?
Yeah. Now he needs to stay, and while staying inside top 10 is not that big a challenge.
Is he going to catch Marco? Marco's on 17 lap parts, and he's only got about 7 seconds on him.
What will Marco will do? His tires...
I can't see. He can't pit. Marco can't pit. He'll go to the bottom. He's going to have to make these last. Super Bounty as well has got some 14 lap old hards.
Sven
and Simon is right there. Simon's only 2.5 seconds behind Super Bounty here.
Yeah, and we don't know penalties. If you could once more having a look on everyone's go through them, and
yeah, let's take another look at it.
Like on the top 3, top 4 runners, and
I don't see anybody in the top 3 or the top 4. I know Shador has a 3-second penalty. Jens just recently picked up a warning for exceeding track limits. Shador as well picked up another warning. He does not need that extra warning. And Norris just recently got a warning. So we know the tires are starting to take a toll on the drivers.
So no penalties that much, huh?
No, not
It's really
so many.
Good job. Good job. Well, in here it's not that. It's kind of easy here to not take. You want to be as safe as possible here. There is few corners if you go wide, you might get a warning, but if you do it once, you
Yeah,
get it safe afterwards.
I think the hardest one is the last corner where you gotta stay from going wide there. You can't go wide on that last corner. You don't want to do it.
But sometimes you just go wide. In this
Simon is gaining some time on Super Bounty. He's got, what do we got? We got 3 laps left, so he's got to gain those 2 seconds in the last 3 laps. They're about to cross the line, so it's going to be 2 laps to go once they cross the line here.
Yeah, it's 2.2 seconds, and Super Bounty is 16 laps sold hard, so should be a little bit slower now. It depends of the driving style also how they're done.
Well, by the time he gets around for the next one, he's going to be on 17 lap old hards, which I don't think I would have seen anybody pushing their car to.
Yeah, Simon was able to close the gap by 1/10 in sector there. But we need a little bit more to be able to get on the DRS before the race ends. Because the DRS is the thing that you overtake here. Also, the split screen is
you
pretty
gotta have it.
powerful also on the last straight, but...
Yeah, you gotta have it.
Just getting
Simon's, I don't know, he's dropping a little bit.
He needs to get
in
on
reality, his tires are really not that much newer than Super Bounties, but he did have good pace 2 laps ago.
Yeah. And there is a Sven and Tom beating at the moment, but
he is gaining. Sven's gonna come out into some traffic here. No, he's not. GNL has gone by. Vilsek's going to be P2 behind Sven.
Yen. Ah, yeah, he's but it's taking a few corners. Them to catch.
Yeah, I think Tom's down 1 as well. I don't know if the lap times are showing it accurately or not.
Simon got back inside the 2 second. Now a lap.
Yeah, he's on 1.7 now.
There. There must have been a lockup or going wide.
Yeah,
or
the tires are going to go. Yeah, the tires are going to go here. It's going to be who can hold on to the tires until the end here.
We could get a fight still here. That would be awesome.
Bob's making up a little bit of time on Norris. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be enough.
Having a nice chopper view from Simon here. Would be nice that you could choose between different broadcast angles.
Yeah, if you could just have a button where you could switch between broadcasts.
And chopper view. This chopper view is awesome, you can see so much, but you can't hear the engine though.
No.
1.5 seconds. He's not trying to get a split stream there, maybe.
He is gaining though. He's getting a
there,
little confident in the braking. Yeah, that just impresses me because he's trying to get more confident and he's trying to brake a little bit later and gain that time.
So yeah, he needs to push. He doesn't have only 15% of ERS, but Bounty doesn't have any more.
Yeah, I think Bounty is in the same position here. He's got to know that Simon's coming and he's pushing just as hard.
Yeah, he most likely asked from Jeff that how old is his time, but they are only 1 lap older.
Yep. The time here, though, Simon is at 1.2. They're coming through sector 2 towards the end.
Shader also
They're getting some
really
lap
close
traffic
to
up here.
21 lap old hearts on Marco, so could see overtake there also, but let's stay on
A little bit of
these
lap
guys.
traffic. Spins here.
Let's see what Sven does.
Oh, and
he
he's in
should
the
go
turn.
wide. He should go wide and stay there. That's really good job from Sven.
He is off. He is off.
Good
But
job,
it's a
Sven.
half a second. Simon's going to get DRS coming down the back stretch. As Super Bounty went a little wide. And I think we've got Tom. Tom's going to move to the side as a back marker. I don't think Simon's going to have enough to make a move here on this lap.
No, but he's gonna be both saving a little bit ERS here.
No, amazing try though.
Let's see. He shouldn't. He should save it for now. Try to keep inside half a second.
He's going to have to save it for the back stretch.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. If I was in Simon's position
right
here, I would save
it
all
for now,
of it.
and there was a
Oh,
contact.
he's going to turn! He saved it! He saved it!
That's good.
What a save!
That's good one. There was a little, how would I say?
Little blocking?
No, there was too hungry for it. Should be more patient, you know, and wait till the last, because there he'll just try to launch it in.
That's what he's got to do. He's running in ERS 4 mode right now. He's got to save some of this because he's got to be thinking that Super Bounty's doing the same thing.
Simon
which
having
he's not, but he doesn't know that.
Simon having a lot more fuel than Super Bounty.
Yeah, he does. He's going to have to make the move on the back stretch here. Here they come around.
It's good for him that he failed to overtake.
He's so close right here. That's all he's trying to do is stay close for the DRS.
The exit counts. Super Bounty looking for traction, and he got
an amazing
a good exit.
exit.
Both of them got a good exit, and
Super Bounty had to take the inside line here. He knows he's right behind him. He's got to take the inside line. All he has to do is not lock up and come around.
While Chel's taking the race win, Simon is trying to overtake here.
11.5 seconds. Simon's going to let it go here. He's not going to push it.
He didn't want to do anything too
amazing ending though. Tom spins on the last turn.
Jens won the race. Wilczek second. Super Bounty third. Simon on fourth place. Only 10th behind Super Bounty. Norris fifth. Bob's your uncle P6. That's a good job for him. What do you think?
That's an awesome job.
I think he can be happy after the race. So Robot, he's really sick at the moment, feeling a little bit.
P7. I mean, if he wasn't feeling so down in the weather, you think he would have been a little bit higher up?
Yeah.
Marco, unlucky start. Shador, a little bit locking up all the time, so that must.
A weird race the whole time. I can't. I don't know. To me, I don't want to go through my race the whole time locking up the way he did.
No, it's after a while it's getting more slippery and dangerous.
Yeah, and then we've got Tom and Sven in the last two spots. Sven showing some good some good moments.
So you remember the gentleman agreement between Robot and Mark?
Yeah.
Mark said that nicely agreemented into turn 6 pro.
Oh, something.
So there must
right
be
there.
something a little high fives or high lows.
Yeah, I want to say high lows.
GG for the podium runners. Thank you for the interesting race and
amazing race from the podium runners. Super Bounty and Simon. That's going to be a rivalry, I think.
Yeah.
For the rest of this, I mean, once something goes on like that, these guys don't forget it.
And also Norris
on the next
and,
weekend.
Bob's your uncle, Dr. Robot, without the early spins, he could be much higher. On the
I
whole,
think he could.
yeah, there is a lot of guys who can be
A
Tom,
lot of
Cole.
progression from Bob this weekend to go from running late middle of the pack to almost top 5. I think he's going to get there. And we've got Baku next week. So who do you think is going to run good next week?
I think it's gonna be hard work for everyone. And I think the practice will count and need to be checking who's online and who's not. And I think those guys who run most laps will do the best job there. So see
I
you
agree.
all guys there, and thank you for watching us. And Havok, thank you for being here, even though you felt a little.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for being for. I was here for you. I heard you were a little sad after the race, so.